Alright, welcome to Macro Crest, where we focus on fundamentals for directional biases and then technicals for our entries and timings. What we do have here is for last week we had a beautiful week. Last week, this week also should be a beautiful one, with Trump giving the market confidence on the dollar in terms of investment and all that. What we do have is this, and it's moving exactly as we anticipated. We had a little pullback last week, so price has tapped this zone. I'm expecting price to still continue, but the question is it going to continue from here, or is it going to come in a little bit to grab this as liquidity before pushing into the upside? It's all based on your technicals, and what I do see is this is a break of structure. So this leg is a bullish leg on its own, so potentially we might have a break and then push to the upside. So what I would love to see is, should this happen and you could wait for a break of structure, then you continue the trade to the upside. But if your technicals is very good, you could take the position from this H4 lower higher low. And for this reason we have our USD JPY, a very beautiful position of which we spoke about last week, and this was a beautiful one. And then this, 2 weeks ago, this was a very beautiful ride to this top, and then we have this, which I'm still looking at. I'm still considering it. So if we should have the dollar liquidity, so this should be this, and then I will have my demand, this demand here. We'll have price coming to this demand, so we should see a good one for USD JPY. Same thing, I'm looking at USD strength all through the board. So USD Swiss, USD CAD, it's all a USD strength. And for this one, I'm expecting, this was what I anticipated in the market. So this has been kind of flag. I don't know how you'd call this, I don't read all this. So this might be this, expecting price to come here, and then we push to the upside, you might have that flag there. So that's what I'm looking out for USD CAD, and this zone is also valid. For this reason, I look at my Euro USD. Of course, Euro USD has been doing well as we anticipated. So let's take everything out and look at it again from the weekly time frame. What we do have, we expect the price to come down because that's a higher high. On the daily, we have a pullback. On the 4 hours, we have a break of structure. And what I'm seeing here is price reacted here that this demand, so it had to push to the upside a little bit, and a lot of people are looking to buy. Of course, it's because they've seen the demand. You might see this and then a short. I'm looking for shorts on the Euro USD. And next week we'll be cutting interest rate in the Aussie. We'll be cutting interest rates in the Aussie. So for that reason, I'm looking at Aussie shorts. And I expected a lot of people to buy at this demand so that it can push price higher, then we can short. That was where I was looking to short. It missed my entry. I took this first one here, the second one missed my re-entry. So what we see, what I'm seeing here is a little break of structure, kind of a break of structure, and then a pullback. Telling a lot of people we are looking to long, but actually this was a short area. So if price is reacting from a supply, then this is to be taken out. This is to be taken out. All this should be taken out. So I'll be expecting the market to continue to the downside. And if we look at it from a weekly time frame, this is what we do have. On the daily time frame, what do we have as a target? I have this first point here. This is the first one, because it's the first imbalance. Then I have the second one. Since we are looking at Aussie weakness in a sense, because they are cutting, I don't know if it's going to be a bullish cut or what the statement is going to be, but remember the inflation was strong. Inflation was strong, but the economy is suffering in a sense. They are looking to cut interest rate, and if they are going to cut and give us a bearish remark, of course I'll look at GBP AUD for longs. So this is what I'm saying. On the weekly, this is kind of a higher high, so price is reacting from a demand that is also entangled on the daily supply. So if this is the case, I'm anticipating weakness in the Aussie. This looks like a very good demand area for price to head in, and then I might look for longs. First target is this supply. It is this supply, powerful supply that was mitigated at first. So probably is what I would love to see. That's what I would love to see, but let's not over exaggerate it. Let's this a bounce, a pullback, and then we can see we have another opportunity to long. So that's what we'll be doing for the pound AUD. The pound NZD, of course, we've been talking about longs. Remember, inflation data is coming out for the pound this week, and the market is pricing in 3.3% on Forex factory. Now that's a hell lot of inflation. The data is high, coming from I think previous of 2.6. So what I'm expecting is this is already reacting from this demand, just to look for re-entries to take price higher. So pound is still good. The only pair that is not strong against that is stronger than the pound is, to me, is the USD, and that's what I'm focused on. So basically that's what we're focused on for this week. Aussie weakness, Swiss weakness in a sense. Let's see, we have this Swiss weakness here. The reason why I don't like this price action is because the market has been ranging here for weeks. So the only thing that would make me do anything long on this guy is when price gets here. So if this is not going to the upside and wants to come to the downside, then I can look for shorts to this point. And if we are looking at shorts to that point, where exactly is the shorts coming? So that's a whole lot of move. That's we would have a whole lot of 290, almost 300 pips or more. So that is a good short environment for that. And we have the NZD weakness, of course, which NZD USD is there, and gold, we've been shorting gold. So gold short, of course, it's still on the table. The problem I have is it's reacted from this demand, which was on this weekly demand. Beautiful setup. And that's we have the H4 time frame demand, which price is reacting exactly at it, which this move was a beautiful move for me. I picked this move, which I dropped on my group. So what I'm saying here is I took this re-entry loss. So if this point should break above, then we might see price heading as high as this 330, 310 area. So that's what I'm looking out for gold. But should it break this a little bit, then we can see to short it first to a point, knowing that this is a lower low, and then we might be seeing another lower low to start picking the price higher. So do have a safe trading week.